Hi!
I hope everyone has a very nice day, and I hope you like my presentation. So let's get into it. Okay, I have a question for you. Has any one of you ever killed an ant before? I'm sure most of you even hate one of them. I bet you're gonna be surprised of what I'm about to share. Are you ready? Have you ever heard about ants as pets? Yes, pets, not pests. Hello, my name is Luke, and I've been keeping. I'm 13 years old, and I've been keeping ants as a hobby for over 3 years now. And I love to observe an ant whenever I see one. I love how they crawl around, and I just wonder how they live. And oh boy, I was excited when I discovered about ant keeping. Ant keeping is a hobby that involves capture, care, and observation of an ant colony in an enclosed container. Today, you can buy ant colonies from the market, even from online ant shops. Also, technically, the difference between, unlike taking care of a pet like a dog, a bird, a cat, or fish, ant keeping is way more different. It's like taking care of a little nation, but in this case, an ant nation. My first ant farm, it was a small jelly ant farm. Give me a second. Oh my sincerest apologies. This one over here, the gel ant farm. This one is this is one of my first ant farms, but eventually, it was an epic fail. I needed a queen, but that did not stop me. I keep on trying until I successfully sustained an ant colony. Later, it just grew bigger and bigger over time. Wappin, Wappin, it's just amazing how you can just see one queen ant just laying an egg to a huge thriving colony of working individuals willing to take their lives to protect their colony. I also have so many questions in mind. I even found the answers and even more. Did you know that ants do social distancing way before Corona ever hit us or COVID-19? Ants have been practicing this way long than even Adam and Eve ever started. What been scientists tested by adding a fungal pathogen. This fungal pathogen is capable to wipe out an entire colony in just a matter of days. What first, the worker will attempt to groom themselves to take out the fungi pathogen. If not, in a few hours, this worker will eventually, the fungal pathogen will go inside their exoskeleton, which means that this is like their skin. It goes inside their skin and kills them. Technically, it's very awful. But these guys are billion IQ when it comes to when it comes to pandemics. What does this guy do? They try to groom it off, or worker ants from the anthill will arrive and squirt formic acid, which example like black crazy ants, yellow leaf weaver ants, and etc. They squirt it on the fungal pathogen to extinguish it. Isn't that amazing? It's like a doctor taking care of a sick patient. What happened after that? The workers are seen to social distancing again between the queen and brood and nursery workers. Isn't that amazing? But if things get awful, the worker ants would attempt to go as far away from the colony and die, knowing that it's safe that will avoid that colony from being infected. Now, I have a question. Would you kill an ant that is willing to risk its life for the better good of its colony, just over just a piece of sandwich? But let's continue on. Ants are the first who made farming systems and are also the first cow herders. Way before Adam and Eve were sent out to Eden, ants have invented farming and systems of how to take care of livestock. The examples are leaf cutter ants, located in the South America and North America areas. These guys technically just grab pieces of leaves, they crush it, and feed it to their gardens, which they consume the fungus. Also, there's a plant that's also there, which is a fungus weed, which is only found in leaf weaver leaf cutter ants colonies, and they have a special chemical which help grow the fungus and protect them from infection. Technically, it's like a modern day farmer like throwing some pesticide to take away the pest. Isn't that amazing? By the way, the fungus, the weed, and the chemical that's released by the ant is only found in that colony. Also, they're also the first livestock herders. You might be wondering, what do you mean by livestock herders? Cows are humongous. Are you sure ants are even able to do that? Well, they have somewhat of an equivalent to a cow. Welcome to the aphids. Aphids are technically small bugs which feed on the sap of plants. The aphids will release a substance known as honeydew, which the ants call this a delicacy. Weapon for that, the ants protect them from ladybugs and other predators of aphids. Also, you might be wondering, what are the persons called of keeping an ant colony? Well, they are called ant keepers. Technically, an ant keeper is technically like a god. It's technically like a mayor, a president, a senator, or maybe even a god sometimes. Weapon, your goal as an ant keeper is to provide them water for moisture, food, and a sustainable living space, like a vivarium or an outworld. An outworld is technically used for them to collect food and just to explore to mimic their natural habitat. Most importantly, most importantly, they help. We also have to solve problems about ants escaping, intruders, and adding living spaces. If a colony is too big, we have to make more space. Eventually, also, weapon, even though ant keeping might be hard at first or maybe a hit or miss at the start, ant keeping is very good for discipline. That's why I believe that people in a young age should try at least attempting to do ant keeping once in their lifetime. Weapon, I learned this, I had lots of fails and success over time. Some are good, some are awful, and some are even disastrous. Even. But what happened? I have to always solve problems and look for unique solutions to solve difficult problems. I believe that this type of discipline is good for other kids also. And imagine this, teachers, students like me and the other kids here at a young age master taking care of many individual lives. Would you trust them in becoming in the future, becoming a doctor, senator, politic, or many more? And keeping also taps into the desire of taking care of individual lives.
Sorry, I need to stop you here, Nadir.
Yeah,
It
it's okay.
was very informative, and we really like
Thank
it
you.
how you are sharing your aunt's pets
Yeah.
so passionately. This is the first time I have seen this kind of presentation for all the oral presentation that I have seen, and also your PowerPoint presentation. It was really good to set up the mood and at the same time, yeah, very personal din yung mga sharings mo with the ant keeping. So congratulations, Luke. No worries. It's okay lang. We are really entertained by your presentation. So dear presenters, yung other presenters, do you have any question?
Well, first of all, congratulations, Luke. That's, well, art is not an interesting topic, but you made it very, very interesting. I'm looking at the ants right now on my wall and asking myself, how am I to treat them now? Presentation today. So you're very fluent, very familiar with your material. Since that you're really prepared for it, I think that's a Coleta brand. I had the chance to talk to your mom the past pre-pandemic also. I know the kind of mentoring that just like the other parents who are doing as homeschoolers. The tone and energy is enthusiastic, very enthusiastic, and the pace is just fine. Marami ka bang content, I know, but it's just fine. But actually, I have a question. How am I supposed to treat the ants in my wall right now, on my wall?
I mean, you can call exterminator. I'm not really into killing ants. But I mean, if I can give you a tip, just follow where they're going and just spray some pesticide where they're going at.
Another hint.
Right, thank you.
Thank you for that, Teacher Boots. Yes, Nathan.
Look, tips on how to find ant seeds. They're very rare.
What?
So how can I find an ant?
What happened? Actually, I can give you some amazing tips in our website, but I can give you some great ones now. During the summer, right now, actually, there is a special season today known as a late season. This is where future queens and male elites go out and have a party, and
Take
this is where the queens are stretched off the wings and look for a hole so that they can dig in. Or you can just go to we'll be also glad to send you this sample of black crazy ants with 2 queens, which increase double times its productivity, and will be ready just for a cost of 100, just a cost for over 100 pesos. But if you enter in www.facebook/wiki and wild, you get 50% of your offer, 50% of your original cost out for free. Now go, adios.
Sige na, sige
Okay na po sa inyo ang presentation. Look, alright. Alright. Yes, Teacher Zen.
Very quick lang, I like it that, look, yung ant, and it's a parallel to, being persevering, and he kept on saying, don't give up, not giving up on anything. So that's really something, you have a topic, and yet you're able to capture it and parallel it to something very useful, something very personal, something that, will inspire your listeners. So yan lang po. Thank you, Luke, for that.
Salamat po.